salut à tous. Alors je sais pas si on m'entend. Et salut, qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Bon, je sais pas si vous avez vu l'effort, hein. Il est 32 quoi. Truc qui arrive jamais. Pourquoi tu veux que je fasse tomber le t-shirt? Attends un peu, il est éclat demi. En plus, on a Dewey qui nous suit. Bon alors du coup, on va se lancer sur Game of Thrones. Je le connais pas du tout, il était offert sur le PSN il y a quelques temps. Donc du coup je me suis dit bah pourquoi pas. En plus Pep nous a lâchement abandonné pour aller à un concert. Donc on va se faire ça ensemble. Je sais pas du tout ce qu'il vaut, hein, je vous avoue. Poupi, 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 pou. Exactement. Donc je sais pas s'il y en a un de vous qui l'a déjà tapé ce jeu, parce que je vous avoue je le connais pas du tout. J'avais fait quelques Telltale avec Walking Dead, que j'avais bien aimé. Et après j'avais fait Retour vers le futur aussi, à l'ancienne. Et donc du coup je vois pas du tout ce qu'il donne, je sais pas du tout, j'ai même pas vu en fait ce qu'il donnait, ni les tests ni quoi que ce soit. Là je le fais vraiment comme ça. Un concert, bon pour Pep il allait à un concert gratuit, on a des festoches en fait les étés. Une petite asso qui s'appelle Allez les filles qui organise ça. Ouais exact, ils ont fait un Jurassic Park aussi, mais c'est vrai que le Jurassic Park je l'ai pas vu du tout passer. Ouais du coup on va lancer ça. Ouais c'est vrai qu'ils ont fait un Jurassic, mais je sais pas du tout ce qu'ils donnent. Ah bah il est là le nain. Bon on va commencer par l'épisode 1. Bon on n'a pas de vrai générique, tant qu'à faire. Ce serait drôle. Ouais bon la petite spécialité de Telltale, le jeu qui s'adapte à tes choix. Ok. Ok, l'avenir de la maison forestier est en jeu.
The trout in the towers, the wolves dropped the fish and they all ran away. The trouty flopped off.
Ouais, on retrouve la patte Telltale quoi. Ça a pas bougé quoi.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Ok. Donc on va prendre l'épée. Hein.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on.
Okay.
It's only blood. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Why not?
You don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
I had a hand in it, you know.
Hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
Shh. Let him finish.
Well, he'll talk all night if you let him.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. And round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
And
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face!
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
I don't take orders from you.
No, but you take orders from him. You idiot, you're his squire. Now fetch him some wine.
Ok, ça va. Je sens l'écuyer, donc
Thank
c'est
you,
pas ça bonne,
Garrett.
quoi.
I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries.
Ok.
His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Putain.
To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King
Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the
J'arrive pas à
vanguard!
savoir à quel moment
Gods
ça
have
se
favoured us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Iron from ice!
J'ai pas le pif, hein, je vous avoue.
Yes, my lord?
I need you
Il
to
est
keep an
énorme,
eye
le
out
stress,
for Roderick.
je sais pas, avant de choisir
As his
un-
father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
What do you mean?
Alors attends. Oh, je tente un peu. Alors attends, on va essayer de jouer avec. Hop, cette bébête. Faudra me dire en fait si tu m'entends bien. C'est vrai qu'en plus je parle pas très fort de base. Et je crois que je ne peux pas toucher au son du jeu en fait depuis directement la play. Donc ça c'est un petit peu casse-pied, sauf si je regarde là-dedans. Tiens, attends, on va regarder. Paramètres de partage de diffusion. Paramètres du partage audio, ok. Ouais, je peux vraiment pas toucher à l'audio en fait. Donc il faudra juste me dire si ça va mieux, mais
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
To bring honor
No, I
to
don't
House
admit it.
Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has
je
paid
ne
off.
vous décevrai
Thank
pas.
you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Allez, bisous.
Bloody hell.
Ouais, bah tu me diras Elki
Squire,
si
Fetch
j'arrive
us
à
more
avoir,
wine.
si j'arrive à mieux gérer le
Can
son.
you give me
mais-
a hand? Come on, make it up to you.
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh,
Allez, la charge de revanche.
I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
Ouais, t'as l'air d'être amoureux déjà, Elki, c'est bon ça. Tu l'as déjà fait toi du coup celui-là?
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your
Ouais, ça
tongue,
pourrait être
boy.
pire.
It could be much
What
worse.
the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Nurin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not
Tout
by
est bon
much.
dans le
Who
cochon.
doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying
Tout est bon
is,
dans le cochon, c'est une de
at
mes
this
devises.
rate will never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Ah mais arrête de
Sick
te
of listening
plaindre.
to your whine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who
Ouais,
my uncle is
jalouse.
has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
C'est assez marrant cette pâte un peu peinture sur les décors du fond et tout. C'est assez trippant.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Allez, Frey.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Putain, est-ce que ça serait
Don't
pas
expect me to carry it
pendant
for
le
you, Sir
mariage
Garrett.
What? What's wrong? It's turning into you.
Ouais, d'accord.
You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
Vas-y.
We have enough wine.
And take the fucking flagon already.
Non,
What's
c'est
wrong with
pendant les
him?
noces pourpres. Voilà, c'est ça. Le
Something
mariage,
the
les
matter?
noces pourpres.
Boy,
J'étais pas
we
loin.
have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Fuck.
But what about? What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush?
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by
Ok.
himself.
C'est exactement ça. Ok, putain. Ah, ça commence très très bien, quoi.
Fuck! We need to get back to camp.
Ok, c'est avec ce joystick là, j'ai eu du bol. Ce qui t'explique que dalle.
Jared, we have to get back.
Il est bon. Lui. Je comprends pas trop les contrôles encore parce que je trouve que c'est pas super bien expliqué.
Ready, boys!
Ah ouais, d'accord.
Whoa! Shoot that one! What?
Ah bah bien joué. Ok, bon bah j'ai pas les bonnes touches encore. Du coup tu disais mon petit Elki. Donc je sais pas si c'était mieux là pendant la grosse guérilla, si le son était un peu mieux. Ah ouais d'accord, t'as fait Two Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, ça je l'ai vu passer, j'ai même pas testé. Game of Thrones, ouais, bah t'as pas fait Retour vers le futur du coup. T'as pas fait le Retour vers le futur. Je suis déçu. Bon alors, en fait, j'arrive pas à savoir avec quel joystick il faut tester en fait. Enfin, avec quel joystick il faut faire les actions. Alors, je vais essayer avec l'autre joystick, voir si c'est bon.
Whoa! Shoot that
Vraiment
one!
pas capté en fait. Ah ouais, peu importe le joystick en fait. Ok, bon, ça sera peut-être plus simple comme ça. Oh putain. Bon, en fait non, c'est avec celui-là. Ah, tu le trouvais bof, ouais. Bah, j'ai trouvé pas si mal que ça, moi, en fait. Parce que du coup, prendre une timeline alternative, j'ai trouvé ça un peu... Enfin, j'ai trouvé même ça complètement sympa. Même si après, il était peut-être beaucoup plus mou que les Telltale actuels, quoi, en fait. Il était vachement plus contemplatif, je dirais. Bon, on va y arriver ou pas? En fait, c'est juste le fait de... Ouais, ok, d'accord. Vas-y. Et bien raté, encore une fois. Ok, bon, jusque là. Ok. Ah bah, je vais pas aller plus, bizarrement. Ben non mais... La base, on peut faire un champ de bataille.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Scheiße.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Attends, le boss il rigole pas quoi. Ah bah.
Walter Frey, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Allez, la
7
forêt.
hells.
We have to keep moving, my
Allez,
lord.
bouge.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walter Frey says time's over.
Allez, remue-toi la saucisse. Ah ouais, non, ouais, t'es pas bien. En fait.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
C'est un cadeau sympa.
You have to go.
You're welcome to the fucking torch.
Ouais, mais j'ai pas
I
envie.
won't leave you, my
You
lord.
can, and you will.
My lord,
By
I...
the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those
Now
foresters.
go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters.
With love from Frey.
Cours, Tarlouse. Allez. Ok, bah ça met bien en jambes. Oh putain, les mecs ont remis le générique. Ok. Bon, ils l'ont fait à la sauce Telltale quand même. Alors je sais pas ce que donne le son du coup les gars, faudra me dire. C'est pas du tout ce que c'était. Ah, ils ont bien trippé quand même, Telltale, c'est cool. Ah, c'est mieux quand même, merci, mais qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Je croyais que tu nous avais abandonné quoi, lâchement. De la glace n'est le fer. J'avais choisi la bonne réponse alors? Alors, on va dire ça comme ça. Bah du coup Elki, si j'ai besoin d'aide, tu pourras m'aider si tu l'as déjà fait. Si je suis trop perdu. Ah, ok. Ouais bon, après c'est les caméras basiques habituelles. Hein. C'est vrai que les caméras Telltale se bougent pas beaucoup au final, c'est vraiment hyper limité. Ouais, j'aime bien la patte graphique, ouais. J'ai l'impression de se balader. Ah, j'ai raté un truc là, je crois. L'impression de se balader dans un tableau un peu. Ok, donc je ne peux pas revenir en arrière. Donc il y avait des traces de sang et je les ai pas vues. Enfin, j'ai pas pu les regarder. J'ai un peu de mal là avec les contrôles là, j'avoue. Alors, après, ouais, l'effet est bizarre sur certaines textures.
That's Father's car.
Ok. J'espère que le sang c'était pas le larron.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Oh putain.
But at least still have his bacon.
Ouais, pas les Bolton. Un putain de Bolton de merde.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former stock bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
Je veux pas parler.
You didn't just find it, which means you must have stolen it. That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North.
Ah
I
putain.
reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
Ah bah je me suis chié, ça commence bien.
No. I'll have that sword, boy.
Tu peux oublier bijou.
Aye. You'll have it.
Bon, je sais pas encore bien me battre, on dirait.
finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
À la fourche ou à la hache?
They are a pig farm.
À la hache. Ok. Allez, tarleuse. Voilà. Ah bah ça commence bien. Allez, fume-le. Ah bah ça pique un peu. Éviter de se chier, c'est pas mal.
Mercy, please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Ouais, non, mais j'en ai rien à foutre.
Please. Your right heel will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Bon, lui, je crois qu'il va m'en vouloir légèrement. Bon, je crois que papa, il est pas bien.
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
T'as pas réussi. Apparemment, vu ce que t'as pris. Ah bon, bah. Voilà. Bisous, papa.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Ok. Ouais, je crois que j'ai les jambes qui picotent un peu.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Ouais, j'avoue que les noms en français, ouais, c'est pas tout à fait pareil quand même.
And the Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
Par contre, à suivre, c'est plutôt sympa du coup.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Oh.
Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
Ouais,
Do
mais
it
je le
again if I
referai.
had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
Merci.
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Oh.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest
Une
son
bonne
through such a
médecine propre,
despicable
comme
act
je les aime.
of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
Ouais.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead.
Ah. Faut pas tout avoir.
Right.
This might hurt a bit.
Bah vas-y.
Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick.
Il était déjà cané en
He
fait.
handled himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
Get my uncle.
Juste
I
un
was
moment.
told only to tell him.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important then.
Je suis pas une balance.
Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Nickel. C'est l'effet
Go on.
vert.
Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Ouais, bon, je vous boitille un peu. Ça passe. Non, mais la technique des asticots, c'est pas mal, pas mal. Je le ferai pas perso, hein, mais... Excuse-moi, tiens. Ok, bon, c'est une belle chaise. On va regarder la belle tapisserie. Ok.
Mirror. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring
Pas
her
réel
home.
quoi. Asher.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
C'est fun.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Ah d'accord, c'est lui. Ok.
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Ok. Ah, donc Lord Forrester,
Lord
il est
Forrester.
là.
It was an honour to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Ok. Base du codex du menu. Ah, c'est qu'il y a un codex. Ok, d'accord. Ok. Ah ouais, donc on suit la maison Forestier en fait. Ok. Ethan. Talia. Ok, Telltale. Ok. Ici, ok, d'accord. Ok, putain, non, c'est bien foutu. Ok. Ok. Non, c'est pas mal foutu ça d'ailleurs. Non, je regarde juste vite fait hein, ce qu'il y a. Bon, on s'en fout là. On y retourne. Non, le codex c'est pas mal foutu.
You
Hein.
seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Ortingren. Look, I'll show
Tiens,
you.
regarde, je cavale. Je peux pas me barrer. D'accord, très bien. Donc il y a le maître qui est là. Il y a rien d'autre à faire. Nope. Ouais, enfin t'es pas prêt d'aller courir un 100 mètres hein, quand même. Hein. Je peux prendre un peu des bandes? Ouais, ça peut servir. Ouais, voilà, on sait jamais. Codex, le Pokédex du Game of Thrones. Ouais, carrément, c'est ça, tu sais. Ouais, mais on peut pas les attraper, eux. Attraper-les tous, quoi. Attends, est-ce que je vais devoir crafter mes propres pansements? L'autre, je lui prends tout devant la gueule, il dit rien de tout. Ah ouais.
rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Ouais, enfin, cute. C'est un peu des rôles.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
D'accord, ok. Ouais, enfin, ça va, tu te calmes. Si je te montre l'épée, qu'est-ce que ça fait?
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Ah ouais. L'épée increvable, quoi.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
Le nouveau Lord, bah, c'est Lord des Salles.
Of House Forrester.
Why, Ethan, of course.
Ok. Why?
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Ouais, c'est pas génial.
Why do the Whitehills hate the
Pourquoi ils nous
Forresters?
détestent?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Ok. Vole notre
The Whitehills
ferrugier.
want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last
Ferrugier.
inch of it until there's nothing left.
Je vois pas,
Just
je vois
as
pas
they've
tellement
done
ce que
before.
c'est, mais du coup. Bah, en fait, c'est que là, pour l'instant, je t'avouerai, mais qu'est-ce qu'il dit, c'est un petit peu mou du genou. Donc,
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although
j'attends
given
que
the
ça se lance, en
circumstances
fait,
of your
vraiment.
circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Ok.
Can
Bon,
I
bah,
see
est-ce que
Ethan?
je peux voir Ethan, histoire de
Is he
plus être un
here?
putain
Yes.
d'écuyer?
But I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing.
Voilà, bah, c'est
his
ça
music.
qu'il faut bien planter le décor, quoi.
Never mind.
T'inquiète pas, j'avais compris le background. Ça marche aussi, quoi. Ok, non mais ouais, mais faut clairement,
It wasn't
faut
better than was
placer.
expected. I believe your leg will be
Voilà.
fine. Only time will tell, but Lady
Ok.
Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to
J'étais
know
de
you
l'autre côté.
survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened.
Ah oui,
Is it true?
fais-moi des bisous.
Your family...
Ils ont un tout
Sorry.
petit peu fait le ménage.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end,
Ok.
when all was lost.
Ouais.
I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
Saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
J'essaie de trouver les mots, hein, mais...
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
Légèrement.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
Je sais pas quoi faire.
It would mean so much to the family.
On va le faire comme ça.
Said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say.
Ouais, il l'a pas dit, hein,
You have
mais
the Forester's sword.
ça te fait du plaisir.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with
Oh,
Ramsay
putain, ouais.
Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means.
Ah,
You
puis c'est
killed
pas
a
comme s'il
Bolton,
était
and Ramsay
fun, en
Snow
plus.
will want his retribution.
Il va
We're
me
the ones
couper
who
la
should be
quiquette.
demanding retribution. This happened on Forester
Mais
land.
c'est eux qui m'ont attaqué. hein.
Me?
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as
Question.
much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
Allez, on va essayer.
My
Il
uncle's
faut
right.
se montrer intelligent.
We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was
Ouais,
smart.
puis c'est tonton.
And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to
Ouais.
decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
Ouais, mais en fait, je me demande ce que ça aurait donné si je l'avais pas buté.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Mais c'était pas un meurtre. hein.
It was justice.
Not in their eyes.
Ouais, ouais.
It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
Je sais pas si ça aurait vraiment changé grand chose en fait que j'épargne l'autre enculé.
You cannot stay.
Cannot stay. Duncan.
But
Mais je vais où?
where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
Oh non, non.
You're sending him to the war.
Voilà, j'en étais sûr.
Boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Bon, bah vas-y, j'ai
I'll
rien.
do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Splatoon, je sais pas, faudrait voir avec Peb parce que c'est vrai que pour l'instant la Switch c'est moi qui l'ai, mais
You can have my horse.
parce qu'il me l'a gentiment prêté pendant qu'il est sur la VR,
We haven't much time.
histoire que je puisse
The
me faire
Whitehills
Zelda.
will come looking for
Mais je sais pas ce qu'il en est de son côté à Peb, s'il a envie de se le faire ou pas. Je sais pas du tout, je t'avoue. Après c'est vrai que je suis un peu curieux parce qu'il y a quand même pas mal de monde sur Splatoon et tout, donc je sais pas ce que ça vaut, si c'est
We're
vraiment
up
si
to
fun
me.
que ça.
I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance.
Par contre, fallait pas que je donne un message à mon tonton, moi,
God's
d'ailleurs.
willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own.
Ouais, mais d'ailleurs,
Many of Lord
passe-lui le
Forrester's
message.
best men have volunteered for the war.
He promoted me. At the Twins.
Eh, coucou.
We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
Ok.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Ah bon, c'est bon, il va lui dire.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Je suis un peu comme toi, je suis... De quoi? On dirait un gogol, ouais, un peu.
Caught me by surprise.
Un gros... Ouais, c'est pas... Ouais. Attends. Il m'a dit de le dire qu'à vous. Du coup, j'ai pas vu les réponses. C'est vrai qu'on dirait un gros god noir.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else. This is important, Garrett.
I need to know the truth.
Non, j'en ai parlé à personne.
I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. I can't say anything more.
Bah, tu viendras me chercher moi, au pire, Michel. C'est pas comme si j'y étais, quoi.
But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Patrouillard. Sauf que Bird, où il fera pas de Splatoon, on viendra lui réclamer d'y jouer. Ouais, mais c'est un peu ça le problème en fait.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Ah, c'était le passage patou. Ah ouais, 80 viewers avec Splatoon. Putain. Ouais, j'avoue, non mais c'est vrai qu'il nous avait envoyé un texto tout à l'heure avec Peb et non, c'est vrai que c'est vraiment cool pour lui quoi. Mais c'est vrai que comme dit Elki, le jour où il fera pas de Splatoon, on viendra lui dire ouais, mais on veut du Splatoon. Donc après à savoir est-ce qu'il faut surfer sur la vague du moment ou faire ce que t'as envie de faire. C'est vrai que ça reste un débat assez chelou. Je sais pas. C'est vrai qu'avec Pep pour l'instant on est plus dans l'optique de faire ce qui nous fait kiffer pour le moment. Après avoir, mais je sais pas, je sais pas si Bird kiffe, enfin je pense qu'il kiffe Splatoon, hein, qu'on soit d'accord. C'est vrai que j'ai jamais mis les mains dessus, j'ai jamais rien vu, je me suis même pas rencardé en fait sur le truc, donc je vois pas du tout ce que c'est quoi. Enfin je vois à peu près le concept du truc de peinturlurer un petit peu tout ce qui passe avec des armes un peu tarées, mais honnêtement je vois pas. Enfin, je connais pas du tout, donc je veux pas juger, ça se trouve c'est très cool, ça se trouve je détesterais, j'en sais vraiment rien. Après, c'est aussi le truc d'être sur le jeu du moment, quoi. Enfin, forcément, tu joues au truc que tout le monde attendait, c'est un jeu qui vient de sortir, etc. Donc non, mais après c'est vraiment cool pour Bird, quoi. Puis ça le booste un petit peu. Ça lui fait du bien, Pepper. Ah ouais, mais parce que s'il est pas plus vieux que ça, ouais, en effet, à part jouer à cache-cache, on va pas faire grand-chose, quoi. Désolé, je me sers un verre d'eau. Ouais, c'est rare, mais je suis à l'eau.
Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
Roderick, t'es pas prêt de rejouer avec lui si tu veux.
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Je dirais pas ça.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Schmöll.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
I don't care what he says. I can protect you.
Je m'en bats les couilles.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and
Pour l'instant, je fais ça un peu comme une meuf.
He even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick. Asher, we'd all be out here for hours.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. Then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training. He never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
Ah, c'est vrai que pour l'instant c'est un chouïa longué quand même. Hein.
Just be you. I like you the way you are.
Limite j'ai l'impression de mater Game of Thrones, hein, c'est parfait quoi. Mais...
But you don't need to be like them.
Je ne veux pas
I want to
changer.
get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
Merci.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Ouais, c'est vrai.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But
Allez,
Ethan will
autant
be
que
a
tu
lord,
veux.
a proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Ouais, bon, ça fait pas marrer ma soeur par contre.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and
Ouais.
certainly unexpected.
Merci Elki.
He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Pas tellement de choix. Hein. Ouais, après Elki, c'est ce que je pense que c'est ce que tu disais. De toute façon, le premier épisode, je pense que c'est vraiment pour poser l'histoire. Puis après, ça doit s'enchaîner, mais.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is
Ouais, clairement, j'aurais pas dû me mettre à l'eau en fait. J'aurais dû me mettre au pinard ou un truc comme ça, histoire de me motiver un peu plus.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house, or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Vas-y.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Ouais, bon, on va voir. Hein. Qui es-tu, gros sac?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Ok, tu commences bien.
I've been waiting for this day all my life.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Ouais, on va essayer d'avoir une paire de
You
couilles.
are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt. What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north.
Il commence à me saouler lui
Bruce
déjà.
Bolton is the warden of the north.
Ah, and we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice
Ça
but to
part
harvest what
direct
was
en couille,
left.
quoi.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship
Ouais,
here
ouais,
said.
forcément, c'est
When
exactement ce
your
qu'ils nous
man
avaient
attacked
dit.
us for no reason.
Ils allaient nous la mettre à l'envers.
Attacked for no reason.
It's not how it happened.
And you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Ouais.
Lady Forrester.
Merci, maman.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all.
Voilà, c'est ça.
This is not over.
Ouais, par contre.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his
Ah,
word
tu
is
me donnes
law.
respect, sombre trou
If
du
that
cul.
displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
La petite crotte de nez en partant, tu vois, c'est... Fais pas trop le beau, toi.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
Ah.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee.
Ouais,
Prepare a
c'est le
raven.
problème.
We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Ouais, la coupure elle était un peu nette au niveau du son, ça faisait bizarre.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ok. Donc du coup, ouais, en fait on suit que les forestiers. Du coup, ouais, toi qui l'as fait Elki, du coup c'est bien ça en fait. Hein. On suit que les forestiers durant tout l'épisode en fait. Donc, du coup tu switches entre les forestiers, histoire de... Okay. Puis vu qu'ils sont tous un peu éparpillés, ouais, le concept est cool.
I hope to see them all someday.
Ah bah bisous. Un boîte de feu. Ok. Il y en a de la merde là-dedans. Une lettre inachevée. Ouais, d'accord.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Ok, bon. Tac, durant la saison tu devras switcher entre les différents foresters, faisant des choix pour la maison et garde aussi. Ok, cool. Non, du coup le concept j'aime beaucoup. J'arrive pas tellement à tilter à quel moment ça se déroule exactement.
It once belonged to Lady Helena.
Ok.
Ethan made this for me.
Ouais, puis Gareth aussi. Ouais, Gareth aussi. Ouais, puis en même temps, Gareth, c'est devenu, techniquement, une sorte de chevalier du coup pour la maison.
What a strange place, Essos.
Ouais, saison 3-4 aussi. Ok. Ah ouais, toi tu regardes pas la série. En fait, t'as fait le jeu, mais tu regardes pas la série. C'est pas mal. Ouais, mais remarque, t'as peut-être été du coup un peu paumé par rapport à certaines petites anecdotes comme Lord Marjorie, etc. dont t'as parlé. La fenêtre, la lettre de mère. Que dit maman?
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ok. On sait pas encore pourquoi elle a été envoyée à King's Landing, elle. Ouais, mais je vais regarder par la fenêtre d'abord, je peux plus. Oh, fuck. J'arrive, ça va, tu te calmes.
One moment.
Qui est-ce?
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Mais qui es-tu?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Vas-y, rentre. Tu es tout sale. Pourquoi t'être roulé dans la boue?
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just
Non,
worried
je suis
about my
inquiète.
family.
Je suis pas très bien.
Letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Oh non, donc c'est pas des anecdotes.
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong.
Ouais, remarque, ouais, c'est pas faux.
Seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before.
Bah voilà.
You
Donc,
seem like
tu
good
sais.
friends.
Bien vous entendre,
I saw
good
Lady
friend, ouais.
Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei the beach. Ah, c'est vrai que tu m'étonnes. En plus,
They
la
appeared to be having
série
some
vient
sort
de
of
reprendre.
disagreement. I
Attends.
couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling
Pourquoi
me
tu m'en
this?
parles?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and
House Forrester?
Ah.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
Bah, j'ai pas de trouble.
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Ah, c'est pas mal ça.
Good night, milady.
Pourrais-tu être utile? Possible. Ah, c'est vrai, comme je disais, ouais, la série vient de reprendre, donc forcément, toi, tu dérouilles. T'as pas besoin de suivre la série, tu connais les spoils et tout. Ah, elle lui ressemble, hein, quand même. J'arrive pas à savoir si c'est réellement sa voix. Parce que si c'est pas sa voix, ça lui
From the
ressemble.
day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. to have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark? It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
Okay.
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well.
Ah putain, propre, par contre. Si les vrais acteurs ont doublé, c'est très très propre.
Some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Ah putain, va falloir que je rende mon cul histoire qu'elle soit contente quoi.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
D'accord. Ok, en fait, faut que je vende mon fion. Très bien, une aubaine.
Good luck.
Je sais bien faire. Allez. Ah, le nain, il est là.
You can do this.
Ah, ça va être cool. Bon, par contre, je pense que là, ouais, je risque de kiffer la scène. Avec l'autre connasse de Cersei et Tyrion. Tyrion. J'ai essayé de le faire avec mon accent anglais le plus dégueulasse qui soit, je pense.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your
Tyrion.
Grace?
J'étais pas loin.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Oh putain, elle va me casser les doigts.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
Ouais.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace.
Ouais, bon, allez, vas-y. On va se taire.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must...
Ah non, mais c'est ça, il kiffe. Au roi, mais au roi du Nord. Ça le pue.
There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
Tiens.
So I'm told. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you?
Oh putain.
Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Voilà.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose.
Heureusement qu'il est là, le
Do we
nain.
truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the rule? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl?
Ouais.
If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve,
Non, c'est qu'elle est aussi pute que dans la série, quoi.
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
J'ai juste l'impression qu'il n'y a pas réellement de bonne réponse en fait. Tu vois, à chaque fois que tu réponds, de toute façon, c'est soit il y en a une. J'ai juste l'impression que quoi que je fasse, de toute façon, je vais l'avoir dans le cul à un moment donné en fait.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
Heureusement qu'il est cool.
Courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart.
Ouais, je suis pas sûr que je... Bon, bon.
Have our differences.
Je raccompagne.
She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
Non.
And you'd be wise not to. But
Le nain cheval.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you.
Ouais, on est d'accord.
Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Vas-y, j'aime bien moi, de toute façon. Le nain cheval, le concept du nain cheval, moi.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ah ok, c'est pile poil la période où Sansa est pas encore partie, Tyrion est toujours là aussi, enfin... C'est une période un peu... J'arrive pas tellement à bien la situer exactement encore.
Mira, I was worried. How was it?
Mal.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now.
Mais c'est vrai qu'à part le combat du début, j'ai pas foutu grand chose encore.
Working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah,
what?
Coquille.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Ouais, d'accord, c'est juste... Ouais, c'est pas
I'm
loin.
told he has a paramour.
Il est plutôt
quite
bel homme.
handsome and quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Ouais, arrête. Les meufs vénales.
Marrying a
Direct.
king? I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Non, pas Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have
Ouais,
as
non, mais...
Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
T'es pas un peu légèrement vénal? Juste léger, hein.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
Ah ouais, d'accord.
Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Parce que...
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel.
Paroles comptent.
It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly.
Ouais.
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
Bon, léger, hein?
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind.
Des bisous. Vas-y, on va demander son aide, allez. C'est maman qui l'a demandé.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Ah,
I
désolé.
prefer to speak with you alone.
Désolé. Ouais, bah Sarah, ça va, ta gueule. Je te connais pas, t'es pas ma pote.
Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow.
Eh ouais.
What would you have me
Il y a le
do?
coupeur de bite qui arrive.
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady. and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene? Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ok. Ah, on va encore changer. Haute Royale, wow. Ah, c'est vrai que moi je suis parti pour le wall. Ça a l'air un peu plus faible. Ah bah moi je viens de perdre mon poney. Voilà.
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Oh, il est là, ce
Did
connard.
you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now.
Je suis en suspense du coup, tu vois, je mets juste hop, une tête de coup de temps en temps, mais...
A day, my lord. Two at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that?
Ah mais t'as vu le skill?
I know I heard something.
Non, je vais pas bouger. Ne bouge pas d'un poil de cul.
Never mind.
Ouais, allez.
We've wasted enough time already.
Ah, c'est bon, allez, bisous. Non mais c'est vraiment, tu sais, le skill du trouillard. Tu... Eh ben non. Eh non. Ça c'est vraiment ça quoi, c'est... Ah, je crois qu'il est pas yam lui. Il doit pas être très très bien. D'accord. S'il est écorché, j'ai envie de te dire qu'il doit pas être très très bien dans sa peau. Pardon. Jeu de Moramucho. Oh putain.
Bloody hell.
Voilà, c'est ça. On est revenu chez les forestiers. Ok. Chez les forestiers.
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Normal.
But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you.
C'est clash chez eux.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
Gregor the Good.
He was fair and wise,
and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Okay.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief.
Ah grave, on est trop badass quoi.
Supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true. Right.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Calm yourself.
The time for calm passed with the late Lord Forester. Now there's only chaos.
Non mais arrête de le tataner toi. Par contre je sais pas si vous avez fait gaffe, hein. Je sais pas si c'était un clin d'œil à Britney mais leave this man alone. Ça m'a fait marrer.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
Quel choix je vais avoir?
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Je sais pas, j'ai tendance à être gentil, mais lui couper 3 doigts, bon. L'envoyer au mur. Je sais pas trop, j'ai tendance à être clément, moi. Allez, on va être clément.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Ouais, voilà, t'as intérêt, par contre. Je pense qu'on est pauvre. Parce que pour que Michel me dise qu'il faut qu'on parle de l'or, je pense qu'on n'est pas bien.
Certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Ouais, mais on prend qui?
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an
C'était une
oath to
solution, hein, le
serve
prendre lui, c'était réglé. Hein.
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
Ouais.
Here. The bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house.
Ok.
Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Ok. Donc là, ça va être une session où je vais devoir parler à tout le monde avant d'aller parler à Michel pour déclencher le reste. Ouais, va falloir que je choisisse entre les deux, mais ok. Tiens, mais dis-moi, Elki, du coup, lequel as-tu choisi? Que je rigole. Ou que je puisse choisir peut-être autre chose à la rigueur.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
Eric said people were going to starve. Why can't we feed them?
The war has taken its toll. Even our own stores for the house are dwindling. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
I trust you to make the right decision.
We'll have to take food from the small folk and hope they can fend for themselves. If the house falls, they'd all be worse for it. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Ok, donc ouais, ça c'est Tuttle, Duncan Tuttle, et toi tu as pris donc Royland, mais parce que je suis sûr que c'est le côté sexy de Royland en fait. Le mec un petit peu cicatrisé, quoi, tu vois. Je pense que c'est ça, c'est ton petit côté, tu vois, il t'a excité un petit peu. Je peux pas parler à Jacqueline? Qui est Malcolm? Salut.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Ah voilà, c'est bien ce qui me semblait.
First light.
Mais on a besoin de toi ici.
You can't leave. We need you here, especially now.
Ah merde.
It's the narrow sea.
Fausse manip des œufs.
Asher.
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, but I'll be of no help to you in Essos. She insisted.
Ouais, d'accord.
Of course. Until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my
Je
mother.
sais quoi dire.
I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
C'est ma mère.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the
Ouais.
man for the job.
Bon, même lui il dit Royland.
He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We
Pourquoi?
are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ah ouais, c'est un
Ethan,
peu...
I
Ouais.
need to talk to you.
Ah bah tiens, bah toi tu te pointes maintenant.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Ok.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
Bah ça va, j'ai été sympa.
Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the wall without my knowledge.
Merci, mais qu'est-ce qu'il dit?
And that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Tiens.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his
Ouais, mais
judgment.
voilà, mais forcément, il y en a un qui va me dire Tuttle, l'autre qui va me dire Royland.
Likely to make matters worse.
Moi, je dis on vote. Vous me dites. Pour qui, enfin, qui je prends en sentinelle. Je vais gagner du temps parce que là, je vais pas y arriver. Ouais, ok, bon. Je peux pas passer, très bien. Ouais, mais Elki, t'es pas objectif. Elki, toi, c'est son côté badass, sexy que t'as aimé.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong!
Ouais, non, mais voilà, bah, c'est bien ce qui me semblait. Vous allez pas m'aider, les gars, merci.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice.
Ouais. D'un autre côté, ouais, je suis assez d'accord avec toi, mais qu'est-ce qu'il dit, c'est pourquoi pas changer d'Elki un petit peu. Puis même pour toi, Elki, ça peut être sympa de voir autre chose.
Up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and center. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Ouais. Non, 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 je vais pas te donner le brassard. Bon, bah... Bon, bah... De toute façon, je dois choisir maintenant? Non, je crois pas, hein. Il a dit que c'était... Je pouvais choisir, en fait, au moment où... Au moment de la réunion de ce soir.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Allez, vas-y.
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
Ouais, ah oui, bah, ça dépend, pourquoi pas.
From here to Wolfswood Creek and then across the next 2 ridges, it should be enough to satisfy Ramsay Snow, I imagine. Bloodlust can often be sated by gifts and gold.
Ouais, non mais voilà, Elki dit avec les grands mots, il a rien fait. L'autre c'est un héros, ouais bon, pourquoi pas, mais
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Vas-y, allez, on y va.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Mais je pense que malheureusement, enfin malheureusement pour toi Elki, hein, je vais suivre le conseil de mec, qu'est-ce qu'il dit. On va prendre Tuttle. Royland, je pense qu'il est un peu trop couillu et on va essayer d'y aller un peu smooth en fait. Mais je regrette pas.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel.
Ouais,
but
c'est
I
ça
have
le
made
problème.
my decision.
Allez.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless.
Lord Ethan has made his choice.
Ouais, bon, Royland, il va m'en
I will
vouloir.
not disappoint you, my lord.
Allez hop, unfollow.
Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows
Franchement, elle
what he's
quittait pas
capable of?
joueur, quoi.
We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Eh ben oui, exactement,
Ignore
mon ami.
Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Non, 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 non,
Lord
par
Ethan
contre...
deserves to hear from all of us.
Oui, voilà,
Let
je suis
Sir
d'accord.
Royland speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Sir Royland.
No, you chose your sentinel. He should speak.
Oh, Tarlouse.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton
Pourquoi pas?
sigil is a flame
Un petit peu de
man.
diplomatie.
Force is the
Je suis
only
assez
thing they
chaud, moi.
understand.
Gentlemen, please.
Ouais. Faut qu'elle pose ses meules sur la table pour que
Thank
tout
the
le monde la
gods
ferme,
Mira
c'est
has
marrant.
asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother,
Bon, qu'est-ce qu'elle dit, Mara?
what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Quoi? Ouais, la
Why not make an
techniquement...
offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Allez,
My new
diplomatie.
sentinel favours a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
Parce que, au cas où, si elle qui était pas sûre de follow, je vais carrément dans le sens de Tuttle, histoire de vraiment,
Ethan has made his opinion
vraiment te dégoûter, mon
and
petit
you
bichon.
will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we
Eh ben,
served
y a
your
intérêt.
father. Aye. Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath, and when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Ouais, Bon, le truc c'est que j'étais en train de te lire Elki, donc du coup j'ai pas suivi du tout. Aux portes ou dans le grand hall. Bon, après il faut quand même le recevoir, qu'on soit d'accord. Mais allez.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down.
Ouais, non,
at
non.
once.
Par contre, tu fermes bien ta bouche. Voilà. Ah, mais tu peux t'en
Apologies,
souvenir.
my
Hein.
son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
There will always be those who question your leadership.
Ouais, bah ça c'est
Which
logique.
is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled
Ouais, c'est ça. Du pain et du sel, tiens.
He has the will to
Je te file même pas la flotte.
hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
But won't he be Lord if he returns? Do you want him to take my place?
Of course not. He has no interest in such things. And that's not what I want either. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you?
Ouais.
I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan
Non
must
mais
fight
grave.
his own battles.
C'est du pain et du sel.
When Asher
Le truc, tu meurs sec.
He didn't take
Tu meurs
breath.
asséché quoi.
He grabbed the
Rien
miller's
que d'en
boy
parler,
by the
ça me
neck.
donne soif. tiens.
That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to
Ouais,
know.
ouais, bah, Asher,
Asher
il a
does
l'air
not
cool.
hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that. But I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Ouais, possible.
I'm trying to do
Dans le
what's best
sel,
for this
tu
family.
sèches
What
direct
this
quoi.
family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine.
Ouais, vas-y.
Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Si c'est pour ramener Asher,
Thank
vas-y.
you, Ethan.
Va chercher
I'm
mon frère.
glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Mhm. Mais je crois qu'il se sent un peu comme une merde quand même, un peu tout seul. Allez, de retour. Ah putain, ah là le tampon. Ouais mais... C'est le saut de Lady Marjorie, hein. Ouais, de la famille Tyrell. Ouais, non mais si je ramasse tout ça, ça va pas le faire. Ouais, vas-y. Ouais, quoique. Non, 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 non. Non, je suis à méconnaître, moi.
Marjorie?
Non, je suis trop honnête. Je sais pas ce que t'as fait, toi, Elki. T'as tout
Lady
récupéré?
Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might want to know. Thank you. I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day,
Ouais, c'est normal.
I'd say it didn't hurt my feelings. We've known each other for years. We are friends, Sarah. Truly. Friends trust one another.
Pour
They
qui tu me
don't
prends,
hold
donc t'as tout
secrets.
pris.
Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me. And she values your opinion very much. Sarah, I...
Ouais, du coup, moi, j'ai
My lady,
strictement rien pris.
I'll leave
Donc,
you to talk.
je vais faire tout l'inverse de toi, en fait, Elki, je pense. Est-ce que tout va bien?
Are you all right, my lady?
On va être gentil. C'est Game of Thrones. Ouais, mais ça veut pas dire d'être la reine des putes. Hein.
For your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he
C'est pas faux.
reminded me that I am not yet his wife.
Oh, tiens.
I allayed his
Bouffe.
fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help.
Ouais, voilà.
Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
Ouais.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
Et pas
I
qu'un
must send a
peu.
raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope
Oh,
I
quel
didn't
plaisir.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're
Tu veux
willing to
m'aider
trust
comment?
me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you?
Voilà,
There
déjà
are
de base.
spies everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Ah, c'est le côté pratique, ils sont hyper discrets les mecs en fait quand ils arrivent avec leurs armures. Bon, du coup le petit apparemment est prêt à m'aider. C'est une bonne chose. Qu'est-ce que t'as, vilain? Iron Man en carton. Ah.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us.
D'accord.
Confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
Ah bah j'espère,
You
hein,
made the
parce
right
que...
decision, my lord.
Parce que je suis pas confiant là, Pépère, qu'on soit d'accord.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton? Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden
Lord.
of the...
That's enough.
T'en dis un petit peu trop.
Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Il est pas confiant, le petit. Là.
Business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect?
Pas à ce point-là, ma gueule.
Then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
See? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point.
Eh bah ouais, ma gueule.
We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before.
Allez, bisous, mon, qu'est-ce qu'il dit?
Trouble. Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Oh, le bâtard.
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Non, mais attends.
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually. I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him. Think you're in trouble. Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Ah, et sérieux, Elki, ça s'est passé comment pour toi là? Parce que j'avoue, c'est la merde. Ah bah. Comme ça c'est réglé.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady.
Non, honnêtement, ça a l'air cool. Ça a l'air cool. Mais bon, il a fallu se taper à 2 heures de jeu où il se passe pas grand chose avant qu'il se passe vraiment quelque chose, quoi. Alors, vous et 65% êtes resté avec Bowen, ok. C'était vraiment du... tu vois, hein, mon petit Elki, on était quand même quasiment 70% à avoir choisi Duncan. Du coup, je sais pas, je sais pas. Je retesterai, mais du coup, c'est le côté pratique aussi de ces jeux-là, c'est qu'il y a la rejouabilité qui fait que tu peux quand même essayer d'avoir une autre solution. Mais du coup, ouais, t'as pas répondu à ma question, c'est que toi, vu que t'avais pris du coup Royland, est-ce que le gamin a quand même crevé en fait? Tu vois, ça c'est la question en fait. Et du coup, je sais plus combien il y a d'épisodes, je crois 5, 6, un truc comme ça. Non, merci, bisous. Ah, la fin est la même pour tout le monde. Ok, d'accord. Parce que du coup... Ouais, donc quoi qu'il arrive... Ah non, voilà, il y a 6 épisodes. Ok, d'accord. Ouais, ça c'est... Ouais, d'accord. Et t'as tes choix à chaque épisode. Ok. Bon, bah du coup, comme ça, on se sera fait tout l'épisode 1. Non, mais je suis plutôt heureusement surpris, agréablement surpris quoi du jeu. Je savais pas quoi en penser. Surtout que les Telltale, un coup c'est cool, un coup c'est bof. Non, celui-là il est vraiment pas mal. Donc je pense que on tapera sûrement l'épisode 2, un de ces 4. Mais bon, je pense qu'on va se quitter là-dessus. On va arrêter là-dessus. Du coup, je vous fais à tous un bisou. En vous souhaitant une bonne nuit. Et puis, de toute façon, je pense qu'on va se retrouver la semaine prochaine avec le Pépito. Ouais, d'accord, ok. Ouais, à partir de l'épisode 2, c'est plus dynamique. Ouais, du coup, tu attises ma curiosité. Non, mais faudra que je le teste. Je pense que je vais le tester de toute façon parce que franchement, le début est un peu longuet, mais l'histoire et du coup l'univers est plutôt super cool. Donc j'aimerais bien voir ce que ça donne. Puis tu finis par t'attacher au Forester du coup, donc c'est plutôt sympa aussi de voir comment ça va se passer. Ah ouais, mais du coup, ouais, moi j'en ai déjà un qui est cané, qui est déjà dans le noir. Bon, allez, on va s'arrêter là-dessus, et puis non, je pense qu'on essaiera de revenir dessus, je pense, un de ces 4. Ok ? Bon, allez. Je vous fais des bisous et puis je vous dis à bientôt.